Hey, what up, Hansies? Um, it's Stoner Gaming here, aka Jay. I've been talking about what I did during quarantine, and I took around 9 hits of acid during quarantine. That's a lot of fucking hits. And here's a little disclaimer before I start the story. Um, I don't recommend you trying acid. I don't recommend you trying 9 hits of acid. I don't recommend any sort of drug use, even weed, even Delta 8 THC, even though you could buy it legal or not legal. I don't recommend anything. I think you should do your own research before you put anything in your own body. Don't go off what anyone says. Just do your own research, bro. Enough said with that shit. Um, so yeah, it started back in like February, March before my job tried to tell everybody not to come anymore before they started to close up. Everybody started to close up. Everybody started getting acid all of a sudden. And I'm looking around like, damn, everybody got acid. My homies got acid. People I didn't think do drugs got acid. Everybody has acid. So I'm just like, damn, okay. Um, I guess we gotta try something. And then my homie had mushrooms, and I'm like, alright, I'll get some mushrooms. So I bought some mushrooms, and that's when I made that Call of Duty video, Call of Duty on mushrooms. Like that video was, oh my god, that video came out better than I expected. A lot of people like that shit. A lot of people commented on that shit. So if you comment on that shit, you like that shit. Shout out to you, man. I remember you guys. One of my first videos I did good. Um, at least yeah, one of my first videos I did good. Especially on YouTube, bro. I have videos that pop off on Instagram, videos that pop off on TikTok, but I never had a video pop off on YouTube until I did that video. Everything was like 1 view, 2 views, but whatever. After we did the mushrooms, I was like, all right, we gotta try some acid. I did all my research on acid. I'm like, all right. So everybody hypes up acid to be this thing like, oh, you see shit, you fucking you see colors and shit, you see scary shit. You turn. They say don't think of your. We used to say, oh, when you take acid. When I was a kid, they said don't take acid. If you ever take acid, don't think of yourself as a banana because you might just want to peel yourself. And I'm like, damn, bro, I'm never taking that shit. And I did some research, and it's not really like it is that if you take it to the point where you're hallucinating, hell yeah. But if you're not, if you dose it a little bit, if you take it like very slow, take small doses, it's all in the mental, and that's what I took. I took small amounts. I'm not gonna get into details here, but yeah, I got into small amounts of acid, and it was all a mental experience. And if you're really self-conscious, bro, and you like to reflect on yourself, it's harder for you, bro. If you're really like thought-provoking, this hits it 10 times harder, bro. You're gonna be thinking 10 times as fast. Your brain's wired differently. You're thinking about everything a million times. It's so weird. You're reflecting on yourself. You're reflecting on everybody around you, bro. Okay, it's quarantine. It's fucking quarantine, and I'm sitting there just high as fuck on acid, and I'm like, damn, bro, I feel like a bum. I got so self-reflective. I'm like, dude, I feel like a bum. I'm not at work right now. I'm doing drugs. Like, who the fuck am I, dude? Just get to do drugs. I'm not at work. I'm not making money right now. What the fuck? But like, I could make money. My job was like, nah, you can't come in, bro. We're closed. And I'm like, damn. That job, yeah. They ended up being open later on, and ended up not calling me until like last minute, so that sucked. But it's whatever. But yeah, there's so many things we did on acid. 9 hits. Let's try to go over some of the things. Fuck, bro. We played the whole Metal Gear Solid. Me and my girlfriend. We played the whole Metal Gear Solid 4. That was a good ass game. We played that. It's like a 20-hour game, bro. We played that through the whole day, bro. The last couple hours, our backs were hurting and shit. We're like, oh fuck, fine, and we just did it just to finish it at the end. We didn't expect to finish it that day, but we just said fuck it. We got to some point where we're just like, let's just stretch it out, and we fucking did, dog. And we fucking did. I played that game when I was a kid, dude. So I had like so many like memories of reliving my childhood and listening to the soundtrack. You know, that song is not song. That game is really detailed with its like cinema. It's really cinematic. The Metal Gear games are really more cinematic and about the storytelling and really about the gameplay too, but more about the storytelling. And they have a lot of music involved, and like every game hits it with the music, and they have like a theme song or a song. And Metal Gear Solid 4, I could listen to the whole soundtrack. The Old Snake, all kinds of shit, bro. Metal Gear Solid, I fucking had a fucking top 5 games what to play. Metal Gear Solid 4, bro, to play on acid. That's a fucking, you should check it out. Link will be in the description if you want to check that video out. What else? Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear Solid 5, we played that a lot. Holy shit. That's when I started making the videos, when I just started doing all that acid and shit. But, yeah, it puts you into perspective. And probably right now, I would need some, but I could get, I don't want to have it to become like a habit or dependent. I want it to be a spiritual thing. Like, I've gotten into spiritual things more in life, and I kind of want it to be a spiritual. I don't want to do it yearly. I don't want to do it every 5 years. I want to do it when I think it's time to do it. And you know, I don't feel like it's a time. People would say try it, you know, since right now kind of in stump, but it's whatever. You know, I don't think I'm gonna resort to that. I'm just gonna smoke weed, reflect on myself, and focus on progressing. But anyways, back on the story. Shit, yeah. So Metal Gear Solid 5, same. I fucking have the main theme song. It's a David Bowie song, but David Bowie's not singing it. Fucking good song. I just listened to it right before I fucking started making this video. It's a badass song. I don't listen to it every day, but just when you need to, you need to reminisce. You just, you know, you never think that you're gonna reminisce on like days like that on quarantine, but I reminisce on those days. You know, I was out every single day. As soon as quarantine hit, I was out every single day. You know, I wasn't out in the grocery stores or anything like that, or restaurants. We went out to the city I used to live in. I only lived there for 12 weeks, so it's not that like an old home of mine. I was living with friends, but we went there every single day for like weeks just to go to the parks, cause it's beautiful over there. It's nothing but like trees and bushes and hills and a lot of parks, dude. And we went to all these parks, and they're so nice. They got ducks and shit. They got rivers. It was so nice, you know, and all that shit. But it's really a self-reflecting drug, you know. People get deep and shit. They go and they talk to aliens and shit. They do all kinds of shit, and they go take up DMT. And they do all crazier other hallucinogenics. And I have nothing against that, to be honest. I, you know, do my research on that shit and kind of interested, but it's not legal or anything, so I don't really recommend trying any of this. And I don't even want to try it. That's how illegal it is. I'm not gonna go out of my way to try it. I'm just gonna stick to Delta 8 THC. It's legal all 50 states. Keeping it simple. CBD. Mix that shit with your normal weed. You know, you have a good time. You know, you have to keep it simple. You know, life is not meant to be overcomplicated, and this is just, you know, my bullshit ass talking. You know, don't listen to me. I'm 20 years old. But yeah, self-reflecting on the acid trips, it's crazy. It's all a blur because I've tripped 9 times, and they're like week after week after week. You know, I did wait weeks, but I didn't wait. I should have waited like months, you know, if I was gonna try that much. But it was at that point in my life in quarantine. It was just so boring. I had nothing to do. You want to self-reflect, and it got to the point where I got the same trip, and it was like just getting anxiety. Like towards the end, I just kept getting anxiety, and my chest would hurt, and there was no point. Like there was literally no point in doing it at some point. I don't know why. I just kept doing it. You know, quarantine was, I think it was a bitch on all of us. But I don't know. I felt unique. You know, I felt like I'm in this other like mindset that you can't be in right now naturally, and I'm just like chilling in my own world, and you can't touch me, bro. But you know, that's not reality, you know. So yeah, I had to break away from that, and I did. And it's not addicting, dude. It's not, you know. It was just like my mindset on that one. I was just trying to like get out of it, you know. It would have been anything. It would have been weed. I don't know. People say they see eyes and shit when they smoke. People say they see a lot of weird shit. I didn't see shit. I tried to see shit. You know, like I did when I was one time I was sitting there eating waffles. My vision kind of like narrowed out. Like, okay, say you're walking in a hallway and like you say whatever you're doing, or like in a movie, the hallway stretches out in front of you and it's like longer. That's exactly how it was on my waffles. And I'm like, what the fuck? How did my vision get like that? I feel so far away from my waffles. And you know, that's how it was the first time. One of the first times I started smoking weed again, when I haven't smoked in a long time. I started smoking weed, and the street just got really narrow, and I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, acid's crazy, bro. You know, it's not something to mess around with. I honestly recommend doing that shit where it's legal, like in some European countries. You know, at least they have the drug shit figured out. You know, they don't got the healthcare shit figured out, but they got the drug shit figured out. It made me more humble. It made me really not know things. You know, it made me put me into perspective how small you are as a person, and like how honestly like how different individuals are, and how people are just completely different. Someone could smash you and so many other things. Yeah, bro, I'm good in Call of Duty. I'll 1v1 you. This guy fucking knows how to fucking do car shit. I don't know how to do car shit. This motherfucker knows how to do trades. I don't know how to do trades. This motherfucker knows how to flip cars. I don't know how to flip cars. You know, it puts you into perspective as a human. And, you know, I don't want to get all like, you know, la-di-da-di-da as I talk. You know, I never liked looking at those people who, you know, talk about the basic shit. Like, oh, we're all one and shit. You know, I didn't get that feeling that we're one. You know, I got more... I think it depends on your personality. And I'm more standoffish. And it kind of made me more... I feel like more like... Not standoffish, but more like, yeah, fuck it. You know, I think everybody could relate to this, but a lot of people live in fear. And I did for a long time. And at some point, you know, that took this acid, and you're just like, nah, fuck that. I don't make this my life. And honestly, maybe I fell back into that, because I haven't been uploading YouTube videos like I used to. And I haven't been posting even on Instagram. And I'm in a slump right now, but, you know, it's you gotta get yourself out and think about progression. You know, that's all you gotta think about. It's hard to explain acid too at the same time. I could tell you all the thoughts that I got right now, but you're never gonna understand. I'm not saying you should do acid or anything, but you know, as an individual, if you ever decide to do whatever the fuck you want, you know. Alright, homies, I'll see you later. You can follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Fuck, I'll put my Discord in the fucking thing. Follow me on whatever the fuck you want. You know, I'm posting all kinds of content everywhere, all the time. So if you ever want to play, hit me up too. I'll do some GBs with you. I'll do whatever the fuck with you. Play some CMG. Throw some wagers at me, bro. Let's do it. So yeah. I guess stay cool. See you later.
You said sugar.